So where we left off last time, we left off on permutation number 5. Number 6 is knockout, or get rid of 2, then get rid of 3, and then catch the rest. This place just couldn't be in a better place. Okay. Okay, that's the wrong button. What? Why am I getting my button controls mixed up already? Okay, so I looked into it from last time. I was doing it correctly. This is the right idea. You aggro them, or you toss a berry and bonk them in the face. When they start running and you quick travel away, it should count as them despawning. So I was doing it properly. It's just a question of if I executed it properly, because sometimes, I don't know, the game, I don't know. So clearly I decided to try to actually continue with this. However, let's see how we do today, because I'm still debating back and forth. Do I do this on screen, or is this a hunt that I do on my own? Because I don't know how entertaining this would be. And it's kind of hard for me to go over content while doing something like this. And besides, I didn't watch anything today. I'll explain why in a moment. Okay, so now, knockout 3, or get rid of 3, I should say. Let's see if I could just... Come on, number 3, number 3. No, that one's not running! Ah, one flip. Here's day 12 of Eternatus. There's actually, if you're keeping up with the hearts, there actually should be one more heart. I got it. I got a gift from Eternatus after the screenshot I showed you last time. I even mentioned it later on yesterday night too. So if you're keeping count one more heart, and only one more. So yes, by the way, I'm still debating back and forth. Do I hunt this on my own? Do I try the permutation on my own? Or do I do it here? Because if I do it here, we're never going to move on to anything else. Did that one count as running? No, that one counted as eating! I can't even tell anymore. I can't tell if the one behind me started running away yet, or if the one in front of me even counted. I do need to wake up early for work tomorrow. Yippee. Tomorrow should be busy too. Great. Whether it's busy or quiet, I get paid all the same. So of course I would prefer it to be quiet. Come on, just 3. 3, yes. Run away, run away, run away, run away. If they stop running, does that count? Or do they have to be actually moving? Do they have to actively be traveling further away from me for it to count? Or do they run and then stop? Does that still count? If I did this correctly, there would only be 4 left for me to catch, but I really doubt I did this correctly. What? I don't think I technically need to catch them. I think I just need to remove them. At least that's what I saw. So I watched, or rather I actually rewatched Sir Toasty Toes' video going over the permutation method. I watched it quite a while ago, but just to rewatch it to refresh my memory. I may not actually need to catch them, but I just need to get rid of them. Nope, I did the super wrong. Before I reset the game... Alright, peep this. My alpha dex is complete. I evolved the remaining alpha, so now I have every single alpha in the game. I have completed an alpha living dex. And once again, before you ask me why aren't you doing a living form alpha dex, or an alpha living form dex, no thank you. No, I'm good. Doing this alone already took me quite a long time. And like 90% of the Sinnoh decks has gender differences, no thank you. No, I'm good. Just doing one of each, doing the base form of each, that's good enough for me. So I have completed my living alpha dex in Pokemon Legends Arceus. And not only in this game, I completed my living alpha dex, period. I completed my alpha dex in Legends ZA before doing this. So yes, every single alpha... Oh, by the way, I also realized that these came first. The Cranidos line came first before the Shieldon line, so oops. My bad. Nobody told me. So yes, every single alpha, I have done it. I have completed an alpha living dex. An alpha living dex. Oh! What are these guys doing down here? Why do I have extra alphas of these guys? Well, stay tuned in to see what I do with them. Let me know if you can guess why I caught an extra alpha of those guys. Okay, so back to it. I don't have anything to go over today, and let me explain why. So today, I was supposed to get another day off, even though my family kind of was begrudgingly granting me that. They kind of weren't very interested in saying, yeah, you can stay home today. Damn, that's 3 runaways! So anyways, I was supposed to stay home today, but because I was going to stay home and because I had this free time on my hands, my mom asked me, do you want to get dim sum in the morning? Do you want to get some early morning breakfast? And I'm thinking, well, let's see if I wake up early or not. And I did. So the early bird special is before 11 a.m. Okay. That one ran away. And now this one's running away. But I don't know. I think they have to actually be actively running away before it can count. Anyway, so I woke up an hour early today to get ready, right? So that I can have breakfast with my mom. See, she never does this with my sister or my dad because them lazy bums, they not gonna wake up. I'll give my dad some leeway since, you know, he old. But my sister, oh hell no. Nobody in the family would wake up to have breakfast with mom. Aside from me. Like, nobody, genuinely nobody would. Let me just aggro you 3. You're not running. You're not running. I need you to be running away from me. You 2 little shits. Okay, so I went out. I went out for breakfast with my mom this morning. And then the two of us, we went to work. We went to the store. A part of me deep down knew this would happen, but I was hoping it wouldn't happen. I was hoping that my sister would get up on time, show up, so that I can go home. Because I wasn't supposed to be out there today. Nope! She didn't show up until like 2 in the afternoon. And remember, the early bird special is until 11. So, even on my supposed day off, even on a day I was supposed to stay home, I had to wake up early, even if it was for food. I still woke up early, and I still went to work! You may think that, you simply just got up an hour earlier, you shouldn't be too tired, and you're right. But I decided to rest anyways. When I got home, I did some of my own stuff, and then I took a nap. And that's why I didn't watch anything. I was going to, had I been able to come home on time! I wanted to as well. I simply wanted to get breakfast with my mom, and then just come home. That was my plan. So had I done that, I could have watched something today. Well, I still technically could have, but I decided to rest. Instead, rest like I should have in the morning. I didn't get home until like 3. I should have just stayed home to begin with. Well, I'll take that as a sign. Last thing I do something nice with my mom. Last time I go to breakfast with my mom, because I just know, well, fuck you, you're going to work, bitch. My life is an absolute joke, folks. Like, my life is an absolute joke. Okay, 3 are running away. So instead, let me talk about some other stuff today. So, I saw this pointed out today, and I never even thought about this. I never even considered this. Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan. There was a time, very briefly, only in Generation 1, but there was a time when these two Pokemon were completely unrelated. Unrelated whatsoever. They were not in the same evolution line. Because Tyrogue wasn't introduced until Gen 2. So for Gen 1 and only Gen 1... What the hell? Wait. Shouldn't I have done this right? 2 ran away, and then 3 ran away. Yeah, that would be 5. 2 and 3 equals 5. And if there's 9 in this outbreak, then there should be 4 left. Didn't one run away this direction? I don't know, did I do this correctly? Hold on, I'll check afterwards. Maybe I miscounted. Oh, am I crazy? I'm like, where are the other spawns at? Okay, so no more. Let me see. Hold on. One, two, three, four. No, that's 5. I don't get it. Shouldn't I have done it right? 2 got aggroed and ran, and then 3. So that means there should be 4 left. Like, there's not 10 in this outbreak. There's 9. Do I have to catch them all again just to count and make sure? Maybe I should be doing this hunt on my own. Okay, let's take our time. Try to catch everything to really make sure if there's really only 9. Where's the 4th one? Isn't there supposed to be 4 on screen? That counted? Okay, I don't think I missed any. Yeah, there's 9. There are 9. I hope that counts as 2 of them still running, because it should. Anyways, as I was saying, so yeah, Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan originally were completely unrelated Pokemon until they got a common pre-evolution. I never thought about that. The fact that Gen 1, they were completely unrelated. Gen 1, they were just two Pokemon that just happened to start with Hitmon. You're not running. You little shit! Another thing I saw online is that PlayStation fans are actually dropping PlayStation and instead going to Nintendo, like buying Switch 2s instead. I shouldn't be surprised, but that is pretty funny. And then I even saw pointed out, remember like what was it, over a year ago when the Switch 2 was revealed? They announced the price and everyone was like, lower the price, drop the price. We will not buy the Switch 2 unless you lower the price. Here, how about this? Hold on, let me try something. If I actually do one as bait... Wow, only 2 came. Perfect. You little... Okay, here. Get rid of you. No, don't attack me! We haven't successfully done a single permutation yet. But yeah, it's pretty funny that we all hated on the Switch 2 when it was first revealed. But now, now Sony has done worse. Sony has managed to one-up Nintendo in doing something bad and non-consumer friendly that it actually benefited Nintendo. Run away! I think this is maybe a hunt I should do on my own. Cause if something like this happens where they just don't run away, then I could just end up wasting a lot of time here. Like, this fully has the potential to waste an entire stream. 2 hours of not even doing a single permutation correctly. Okay, instead of using berries, what if I just aggro 2 of you? Run away, run away. There we go. Yeah, but 3 is gonna be an issue. What'd you miss? Nothing. We haven't even successfully done 1 permutation yet. I'm really starting to think I should do this hunt on my own. Like, do these permutations on my own. Because it's been nearly half an hour, and I haven't even successfully done one check yet. Okay, let me see if I can aggro 3. Only 3. Only 3. No, why are you not running away? I don't know if that counted. I don't know if the other skittish Pokemon do the same thing. Mime Jr. has a 50-50 shot of just not running away. And I need you to run away. Oh, by the way, today I finally managed to best buddy my Zero IV costume Ditto on my sister's phone. I could have done it a lot sooner, but you know, I don't always get my hands on my sister's phone. I can only get so many hearts with it a day. Nah, see, I think there's 5 here. So it didn't work. I think 1 showed up, because if I did this right, then not a single one should have showed up. Let me take a look, because I'm pretty sure I caught 5 there. One, two, three, four, 5. Oh, right, my time is off. I had to change it to daytime so that I can evolve my Espeon. So, if I am to do this on my own, that means I won't be hunting this on stream anymore. So, what will I be doing instead? Oh, don't worry, I got things planned. The very next thing I have planned you may not be overly excited for. But it's something I want to try. It is absolutely a game I've already played, and I know how much you guys love me revisiting games I've already played instead of new content. You just can't get enough of it. Run away! You know what? It comes a point where I have to beg you guys to let me play new games. It's like, please, stop requesting the same games over and over. I want new content. But if you insist... part of the reason I'm probably going to do that next is because, well, I still haven't even opened my Switch 2. It's probably dead. Like, I haven't charged it at all. You know, I never even took it out the box. And also, I still haven't bought a micro SD card for it. I'm starting to think I don't even need to. It's just a micro SD card in case I need more space, right? Well, let's face it. At the moment, I don't even count like 10 games to buy for Switch 2. At the moment, I count like 7 games. Need an SD card? Well, looks like you guys aren't getting Switch 2 content anytime soon. I also forgot to mention this. A couple days ago when I mentioned I bought 70 plus for a 256 gigabyte. Yeah, I saw on Best Buy. That was like $80. I'm not even doing this right anymore. Um, I forgot to mention this. A couple days ago when I mentioned I bought 2 Sonic games on Best Buy. One of them I went in person to pick up, and then the other I had delivered. Well, it turns out the other game delivered. I forgot to mention this. The other game literally delivered the next day. So there was no point in me actually going in store to pick up one of the 2 games. I should have just had both of them shipped. I wouldn't have. I would not have had to pay anything for shipping anyways. So yeah, I got Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, Switch 2 edition, and then Sonic X Shadow Generations, Switch 1 edition, because the Switch 2 edition is a game key card. I ain't buying that. Shit. Okay, does that count? 2 ran away, but the third one didn't run away yet. Let me see if that'll count. I wanted to buy Sonic Frontiers, but it was sold out. You know, these are just Sonic games I never ended up picking up. But now that, well, at least now that one was on sale, I picked it up. But yeah, it's like, well, I just fork over the $80 for a 256 gigabyte micro SD card, and it should deliver the next day. I have no reason to believe it wouldn't ship the next day. See, this is why I like Best Buy. Majority of the things I buy off of Best Buy is over $35 anyways, so I get free shipping. And it ships literally the next day. I usually don't even need to sign for it, they just drop it off. This is why I like Best Buy. And this is why EB Games can absolutely suck it. Because not only do they charge me shipping, but there's also been times... What am I doing? I need to aggro 3 of them. Okay, good. 3 ran away. Yeah, not only does EB Games charge me shipping, but there have also been times when I didn't even get my damn package. Remember Age of Calamity? I bought that, I just never received it. I also never checked if I got a refund. I'm gonna assume that I did. But that was like 5 years ago. How did you not check? Very simply, I just didn't. It's actually pretty easy not to check. If you like, I can give you a tutorial. It's not that hard. Anyways, so... Shit! I don't get it! What am I doing wrong? There shouldn't be a single one that spawns afterwards. I'm gonna try one more time, and if it really doesn't work, then I'm just gonna move ahead. I also can't be the only one who noticed that EB Games is barely EB Games anymore. It's more EB Funko Pops. And it's like, yeah, didn't that company go out of business? Didn't that company go bankrupt? Why are there still so many Funko Pops? I mean, that's fine. Wait, hold on. The Mime Juniors, I mean. Okay, 2 ran away. You saw it. 2 started to run away. Anyway, so I can only count like maybe 7 games for the Switch 2 I would buy. So you already have the main 4 at the moment. Age of Imprisonment, Sonic Racing Crossworlds, Kirby Star Allies, and Mario Kart World. That's already 4. Pokemon Winds and Waves, that brings it up to 6. And then, kind of easy to forget, the Ocarina of Time game. So that would be 7. At the moment, there's only 7 Switch games I'm actually interested in. Pokopia too, but I'm not buying a game keycard. So, no. Okay, now I need to aggro 3. I even dodged. See, but, like, they stopped running. I don't think that counts. At the moment, only 1 is actively running away. Man, it really does fall on RNG for this, which really sucks. I need 3 of them to run away at the same time. So yeah, it's like only 7 games currently I want for Switch 2, and as of this very moment, 3 of them aren't even out yet. But it's also, like I said, PlayStation fans are actually... Shit. PlayStation fans are actually flocking over to Switch 2 now. Because, you know, screw Sony and screw PlayStation 5. I never thought about this. The Switch 2 has an enormous assortment of games to choose from. You have Switch 2 exclusive games, which there's not that many. You have all of Switch 1 games. You have that entire catalog. And the Switch 1 games also include Wii U games. Wii U games that were ported over. And then maybe a handful of 3DS games. Maybe. I can't think of any off the top of my head. Okay, look. 2 ran away. Now I need 3 to run away. So let's think about that for a second. You have a Nintendo Switch 2. You have Switch 2 games. Switch 1 games. Wii U games. Maybe a handful of... oh yeah, Wii games as well. Mario Galaxy, Skyward Sword, Kirby Return to Dreamland. Those are all Wii games. You have Wii games as well. Maybe a handful of 3DS games. I'm not too sure. But that's not all. You also have NSO. With the addition of GameCube games, yo, this one console is kind of stacked in terms of options. I haven't played PlayStation in quite a long time. Well, quite a long time. I only use my PlayStation 4 for so much. I'll be honest, my PS4 has been collecting dust. Just not a lot of games I play on that thing. So I don't know if PlayStation has a subscription where you can play older games. I'm not too sure. Probably, right? But I imagine it's way more expensive. But if you think about it, Switch 2 has, let me see, Switch 2, Switch, Wii U, Wii, 4 consoles of generations, wait, 4 generations of consoles worth of games. Well, not their entire libraries, but still. And then you even have NSO, you have GameCube, Game Boy, I think. Okay, I'm just gonna move on, because I don't think this is working out, so I'm just gonna check that off, or maybe I shouldn't check it off. Okay, now get rid of 2, get rid of 4, and then catch 3. You know what? I'm not gonna check that off. Maybe I'll revisit that on my own. At the moment, there's not a whole lot of games I'm actually considering buying for Switch 2. Like I said, unless I can get my hands on a physical copy of Hogwarts Legacy. I don't care about Hogwarts Legacy, but it's just because I could potentially download the entire game for free without paying anything. There's a loophole there. As long as I get my hands on a physical copy of a Switch 1 version. So if I do that and I don't pay for anything, like if I know someone who has the game and I can borrow the cartridge, right? I kind of want to give that a try, but I don't know anyone who has that game. I barely know anyone who has the console. I'm not about to buy that whole game just to get a free digital download version when I don't care for the game to begin with. Okay, now I need to aggro all 4. Get out of here, all 4 of you. I said! So we saw 3 ran away, but then stopped. And then 1 only started to run away, so let's see. We should be able to tell right away, because there should be 3 remaining. If they despawned properly, then there only should be 3 left there. So if we see a 4th one, then we know it didn't work. God damn it, I need to work tomorrow. This is some bullshit. The moment I get told I don't need to... Ah, crap. Okay, just out of curiosity, how many is after? There's 4 initially. How many are after this? How many are left? That didn't work at all. The moment I get told I don't need to come in for the next while at my part-time, well, the new job swooped in and took that spot. Like, oh, bet he's available? Say less. And man, tomorrow's gonna be busy too. So how's everyone been? How has your day been? Tell me about your day. I already told you about mine. Tell me about yours. I don't know if that counts, but we'll find out. It's actually surreal to think that I'm actually done with my alpha living decks across both games too. I will update it when the time comes, when new Legends game come out and new alphas get added. I really am borderline doing a second living dex, but only with alpha Pokemon. However, it can only go so far because legendaries cannot be alpha. That goes for this game, that goes for ZA as well. Yeah, that didn't work. You know, there is a chance, there actually is a strong chance that I get through all these permutations and there is no shiny alpha, and I just wasted a colossal amount of time. Okay, 2 are running away. Now I need 4 to run away. What are the odds of that, huh? Somebody do the math. I need 2 to hit the 50-50 of running away instead of attacking. And then after that, I need 4 to hit the 50-50 of running away instead of attacking. What are the chances of that, hmm? What are my odds of that happening? 1 in what? Wait, it's different now. Yeah, I have no idea what happened. I don't know what could be different this time. But I'll still check, just in case. You never know. Whatever changed this time. Yeah, I've never seen that before. They actually get scared off. Ooh. Oh, you want to know insult to injury today? So, I mentioned earlier how I was supposed to stay home, but then I went out for breakfast with my mom, and then I ended up going to work, which gave my sister a free ticket to sleep the hell in and not show up until 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So, wasting my day. To add insult to injury, I had to take a dump the entire time, and I was just waiting for my sister to show up so I can go home. I could have gone at work, but it wasn't the type of dump I needed to take that was urgent, like I had to go at that moment. I could hold it. And yeah, I did manage to hold it until I got home. Just an extra middle finger to me by the universe. Because some of these coming up are going to be pretty tough. Because the next one is aggro 2, aggro 2, aggro 2, and then there should be 3 left. You know what? Let's give that a try. Let's see how hard that'll be. I only need to get the attention of 2 3 separate times. But yeah, see? Okay, what if I do this? No, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to try to aggro a second one to see if you'll end up running away instead. Like, does that... Can't... Try this again. I mean, that's fine. Both of you are attacking. That's fine. Because now both of you are running away. I mean, that's fine too. If I get the 50-50 of all 3 of them attacking me, that's fine too. But then... They have 2 different moves they could attack me with. They could charge at me or launch some ball at me. So it'll be really hard to move the camera immediately and see if they're all running away at the same time. Okay. 2 ran away there. Let's try this. I need to do that again. So I need 2 to run away again. I don't think I have to hit them with the berry. Unless that is what I need to do, and that's why it's not working. My aim gotta be really on point, though, for that to be the case, because the auto-aim system in this game is absolute booty cheeks. If it was good, then we would have no problem, right? Wait, get them to calm down first. Why the fuck? Okay, it's not over yet. Hold on. Okay, those two are running away. I doubt it, but if this is correct, there should be only 3 left. Aw, for a second I got excited that there was 3 left, but there was just 1 that was further away from the rest! Okay, let me try this method, but using berries. Yo, this is borderline undoable. Because even if I hit them with the berries, they have to run away, not attack me. There, I hit them with the berries, and 2 started running. I'm gonna try using stealth sprays after, because maybe if I get close up, use a stealth spray, get close up, and bonk them with the berries, maybe that'll work. There, 3 started running away. Could this actually work? Because 2, then 3, so there should only be 4 remaining. Again, if I catch just one of them, then there should be no more that spawn after. This is like the most math I've done since high school. Well, that's not true. I had to do some math in college. No! I don't get it! I bonked them with the berries and they started running. It should be correct. Okay, it says here you might be fast traveling too late. The recommended timing is to fast travel as soon as a red exclamation point disappears and they're actively fleeing. Waiting too long can let one despawn naturally before the others, but whatever. Right as the exclamation point disappears. Okay, there. One of them wasn't fleeing, but let's see. Actually, let me look that up too. If you throw a berry and a Mime Jr. becomes aggressive and attacks instead, it is not following the flee behavior you're relying on. Great. Ugh. Okay, to minimize this, make sure you're using a berry that causes them to investigate, such as orange berries. Throw the berry so it hits the Mime Jr. directly, or land very closely, then watch for the red. Exclamation point. Confirm each extended Mime Jr. is actually running away, not entering an attack animation before you fast travel. What the hell? Oh. Well, two were running away, but I may have waited too long to actually quick travel away. So when you're streaming a PC game, I tried with Persona, didn't I? Yeah, but new PC. Well, what games is there for me to stream? And don't say Marvel Rivals, that took up too much space on my computer. Even though I never played it once. That's a big game for some reason. That takes up a lot of space. Like, what PC games would there? Still, you can do emulation. I don't know how. Did I just say emulation? I don't know how to do emulation. Of the game you already have, for legal reasons. I find it really hard to believe. Now, I'm just some idiot online. I don't know how technology works. Alright, so think about this. You know how the PlayStation 5 has a separate disk drive for those who want to buy the games physical back when it was still alive and kicking before Sony killed it? Why do we not have something like that for PC? Why is there no external game reader and we could just play the games on the computer? I'm not talking like a computer with a CD drive and you just stick in a PlayStation game and it instantly runs, because I know that's not how it works. I'm talking like, why have we not developed some external object you put in the game and then you can play it on your computer? Why do we not have that? Because Steam? That's not a good reason. Like, what about console exclusive games? Nintendo games aren't on Steam. It's called USB. Well, where is it? I don't see no devices like that. I don't see nobody talk about those. You can literally plug anything in. Like I said, man, I don't know technology. You ask me what a RAM is to this day, I still don't know. So, like, why can't I go to the store, buy a PlayStation 5 game, despite not owning a PlayStation 5, buy a game, and play it on my computer? Of course, like you said, Nintendo doesn't like it, the companies don't like it, but like... Yeah, well, they say no, and they don't like emulation too, but people still do that. The hardware and software needed to run the games needs to be made, because emulation is legal. Was that too late? I needed to flee right as the exclamation point disappears. Anyway, so I don't know how to emulate. Is there a program I download, or what do I do? And even if I did download a program to run a game, where do I find said games? Is there any settings I need to change up? Like, I don't know what to do. You're talking to someone with zero knowledge on computers. Like, literally zero knowledge. A blank slate. Legally ripped from games you already have. At this point, just assume I have negative knowledge on computers. That's not gonna work. There are 10,000, 100 million tutorial videos. Well, then how do I know which one's the right one? It's just like, there's so many tutorials, I bet there's more than one emulation system out there. How do I know which one to pick? Do research. Oh no, you're asking me to put in effort. Which do you pick? PS5 or Switch 2 or Xbox One? You do research. Well, saying I do research is a bit of a stretch. No? Leave me alone, man. Besides, like, what games could I actually emulate? Besides Pokemon games? Mario Galaxy on the DS. Wait, hold on. It's a mod of 64 on the DS. You know, I've seen a lot of fan-made Mario Galaxy games, and I would love to play them. But one, I don't know how to. And two, there's so many of them. There's like Super Mario Eclipse. I forget the names. And it's like, yeah, they look great. I would love to experience them. I don't know how to, though. It's kind of like Persona 3 Reload FemC mod. I would love to play that. I don't know how to. What the hell am I doing? Anyways, there's 5 here. Meaning that something didn't go right. There's not a lot of Wii games I would emulate anyways. At least none that comes to mind. Because my top favorite Wii games, except for Smash Brawl, have all been ported. The Smash games just don't get ported. Play Wii U games. What Wii U games would I actually play? Wind Waker HD, Twilight Princess HD, Smash Wii U. I never really played too many Mario games on the Wii U. Have you played Twilight Princess? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna stop throwing berries at them and I'm just gonna run up to them. Let me see. Let me see here. If you can answer yes to these, yeah, you can reliably make the intended number of Mime Junior's fleet. Nope. Your spawn counts consistently match your permutation notes. Nope. You're comfortable identifying when a path has failed and restarting. Probably. If I can do these, then stick with the permutation hunting. It has a much higher ceiling for finding a shiny alpha. If instead, Mime Jr. keeps attacking, your accounts regularly don't match, you have to restart every few attempts because permutations desync, then I'd switch back to random MMO hunting or other shiny hunting or other shiny alpha hunting methods. The lower efficiency is often outweighed by the fact that you're spending nearly all the time checking valid spawns instead of troubleshooting. For Mime Jr. specifically, I'd rather the difficulty of permutation hunting around 8 out of 10. It's significantly trickier than passive Pokemon that reliably flee or behave predictably. I'm reading off of ChatGPT, by the way. I know AI is hated, but you got to admit there are some benefits. When when you look up on Google's first page for a question, and now we have this AI answer, I'm not gonna lie, that is very helpful. Like if I Google a very specific question, then I got to go through, several pages, several websites to read through them to get my answer. I'm not gonna lie, having an AI overview on the very front, it is helpful, but then the question is, how reliable is the source? How reliable are the sources for that answer? You're probably not going to fact check it yourself. One question that matters a lot is a shiny alpha Mime Jr. hunting in a massive mass outbreak with the second wave alpha, or are you using regular mass outbreaks? For second wave alpha MMO, I would keep trying the permutation method. Here's why. A second wave alpha outbreak has a fixed seed. The point of permutations is to expose many different branches of that seed. And a shiny alpha doesn't appear on the default path. Wait. A shiny alpha that doesn't appear on the default path can exist on another branch, that you only reach by manipulating the despawns. If you abandon permutations and just do random clears, you're effectively checking one branch each time. You could miss a shiny alpha that's only reachable through a different permutation. Once you get the hang of a difficult Pokemon's behavior, the payoff is substantial because you can explore dozens or even hundreds of unique alpha spawns with a single MMO seed. The downside is that Mime Jr. is one of the harder species to manipulate consistently. It isn't like Starly or Bidoof where the reactions are very predictable. If it attacks instead of fleeing, or the despawns don't happen simultaneously, your notes become invalid and you have to restart the branch. Why am I reading all this? What I'd do in your situation, I'd give yourself a limit. If after another 30 to 60 minutes you can start If after another 30 to 60 minutes you can start getting consistent spawn counts that match your expected permutations, stick with it. The effort is worth it for a shiny alpha. If you are still frequently getting desynced because Mime Jr. attacks or the despawns counts don't match, I'd stop fighting the mechanics. Wait for another Mime Jr. MMO and try again rather than spending hours on one seed you can't manipulate reliably. Anyway, so enough of that. Okay, so let me try another one. Ooh, okay, let's try getting rid of 2 3 times. Let's try that again. And this time, screw the berry. Wait. Ah. No, I'm still gonna try it, because... Oh, I didn't wait for the exclamation point to disappear. Even though that barely matters, I'm still gonna try. Truly impossible. Is there someone I can pay to do this for me? Are there any Alpha Mime Jr. permutation experts out there who I can pay you to do this for me? I can't imagine too many people have done this. Because I tried looking it up and I don't really see that many. I don't see a lot of people permutation hunt an Alpha Shiny Mime Jr. Or maybe I'm the idiot who just can't search things up properly, because we all know I try looking things up and I just can't find things. Well, that's different. There's now a Mr. Mime. Okay, if I did this properly, maybe I did, because now there's a Mime. I keep getting their names confused. Now there's a Mr. Mime. 2, 4, 6. So there should only be 3 remaining. If I go there and there's only 3 of them left, then I did this correctly. If not, then fuck my life. No, there's 4! Screw you. The auto aim in this game is by far the worst I have ever experienced in my life. Oh, it seems like there was only 4. You know, I don't think I even necessarily need to catch them. I just need to get rid of them. Ugh. I don't hear that beautiful sound effect of a shiny spawning in. But we were close. Something was right with that. Should I recount once again? Because maybe I'm actually counting wrong. Maybe there is just one that's fleeing every time I try to count again. Because the numbers, they just don't add up. There should be 9, but it seems more like there's 10. And there's only 3 options. It can either be 8, 9, or 10, and we already prove it's not 8, because we've already counted up to 9. Let's catch all of them and make sure. Why did I only count 8 this time? No, there's 9. There is 9. I can recount as many times as I want, but there is only 9. I think it's really worth me trying this on my own. I don't think it's a good idea for me to constantly be doing permutation methods here. Because honestly, I haven't done one successful permutation check today. See? It seems to be going right up until the very end. I kind of doubt that counts. Yeah, see, there's no Mime. There's no Mr. Mime this time. Here, let's try a completely different one. Let's try permutation 17. Catch one, get rid of two, and then catch the rest. We should be able to manage that. You seriously running all the way up to me? Out of everywhere that one ran to. Is it working? No, I wish it was. Why did I decide to do this? This is a very difficult hunt. Why did I decide to do this? And for what? A shiny that actually just gets worse? A shiny that is grayscaled? Desaturated? Why did I decide to do this? Do not run all the way up to me again. Well, if this was done correctly, I would have 6 to catch. And only 6. The hell was that? No, there's 7 there. At least 7. There's always one more. It's always one more. I don't even know how many ran away there. It could have been 2, could have been 3. The crosshair on this ball is a lie. Well, that was 3. You would be 4. Where'd the last one go? What? Bruh, you kind of messed that up for me. I don't think I'm gonna do another one of these on stream, the permutation. I'm gonna try my best to get as many permutations as I can done on my own. But I'll return to this hunt. If I truly give up on doing the permutations on my own, then I'll come back doing the random encounters again. I didn't know these things would go schizo if I only catch one. Pretty sure I counted one extra there. Like, we still haven't even managed to do one properly yet. Let me go back to the one I can't seem to do. Get rid of 2, then get rid of 3, and then catch 4. They stopped running! See, now there's 6! There is 6 of them! When there... well, there should be 4. Are you serious? Look at this. You know what? Not even gonna bother checking that one. Nah, see, there's always an extra one. And it's always one extra, too. Yo, are you serious, Mime June? Fucking hell. Are you serious, Mr. Mime? I'm just gonna sit here. I'm just gonna wait. Look at this fucking bitch! Is this what you want? Yo, I hate this Pokemon so much in this game. Okay, and that scared off one of them. Well, anyways. What if I actually set this at 10, even though that's not the case? Well, even if I did set it to 10, nothing really changes. All that changes is everything just has one catch extra at the end. Well, no, some of them do change. One last try, and then I will call it for today. And then honestly, that'll be it for this hunt for a while. I'll try my best to get as much of the permutation hunt as I can done on my own. But if I give up, or if I do all the permutations and nothing, then I will come back to this hunt. Now, I can already smell it. There's one extra in here. Yep. Okay, well, I'm gonna call it. I tried my best. I will try my best to continue doing the permutation hunting method on my own, and if I give up, or if I miraculously check everything and there is no shiny, then I will return to this hunt. But for now, this hunt will conclude. Only for now. I'll return to this hunt at some point. But for now, this hunt has come to an end. Okay, see ya.